We're in Hong Kong, Vinexpo Asia Pacific 2010, and in front of the booth of Concha et Toro here. And next to me is one of our Wine MBA, the Bordeaux Wine MBA fellow, Christian. Hi, Christian, how are you?
How are you? Nice to see you, my friend.
Yes.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Oh, nice really meeting Christian because he's become a very important man now. I just heard the news from UK. What happened in UK?
Oh, well, they gave me a very nice award.
Oh, okay.
So I'm a little bit embarrassed about it, but very proud of the Man of the Year by the drinks business. So it's quite an honor, and I'm very happy, obviously.
Yes. Oh, Man of the Year from the Drinks magazine.
Yes.
Oh, that's great. Congratulations.
Thank you, my friend. It's really
Yes.
an honor.
Yeah. And I want to find out from Christian, and Chile is a country that have the most wine MBA. What's the reason? Is Chilean not only making wine but also making genius?
Well, I believe that the wine MBA is very important. Education is key. I did not know the fact that we had more than other countries from the wine MBA. I think that that's fantastic news. I believe that we need to become more professional in the wine business. It's very demanding. We are exposed to several factors as any business. When we're exporting, we're exposed to exchange rates, we're exposed to different economic elements in the different countries we work with. So we need to be very professional. We need to understand supply chain management, not only understand about wine production, but also be very much experts in business. And therefore, preparation such as the wine MBA is a fantastic blend between that professionalism and that expertise, and also just dedicated and specialized in wine. So it's excellent that we have a lot of Chileans studying hard to become wine MBA fellows.
Yes. I think Christian is being humble, but actually Chilean have done a wonder in wine exporting. Chilean not only make very good wine, but their export business is also very successful. Maybe Christian can give us a little background about how Chilean's wine started to import and make it into an international platform.
Yes, today we're very much dedicated to exports. I believe that we realized how important it was, and Conchitoro, I believe, headed the way in the mid-80s and took the export business very seriously. I think the US was the first big market to be developed, also the UK, the rest of Europe, and today really Chile exports to over 100 countries. Conchitoro exports to over 130 countries, and we are fully dedicated to the export market, and that commitment involves being also committed to quality, because export markets are very demanding. There's high competition, and therefore we have understood that it's abroad. You know, Chile is this long country. We're surrounded by the mountains, but we like to look outside Chile, and I think we have done a pretty good job. But there's a lot to do to really continue to sell world-class wines.
I think Concha et Toro is a great name that I learned about Chilean wine. But I want Christian to share with us, Concha et Toro is actually the largest wine producer in Chile. And what are the significant steps that Concha et Toro have actually introduced, worked with, and become today's stage?
Yes, well, I like to say that we are the largest premium wine producer, and that's what we are about. I think our theme from the family, from the Grisastis, and throughout the company is about quality. And I think when you're committed in that way, it gives confidence to all that work in Conchitoro. I've been 15 years in the company, so I started when I was about 10.
Oh, yeah, maybe 8.
But it is about quality, so that gives us confidence of the products we're selling. And I think that is the key. You have to be committed to wine. We don't have any other distractions. We're not dedicated to any other business. We just do wine. So we need to do it well. If not, we're in trouble. And the confidence of what is in the bottle allows us really to be successful. That, I think, is the key.
Yeah. And with a joint venture business with the international player, does it also make difference to Concha et Toro, or why Concha et Toro is interested to go into that joint venture business?
Well, I think if you're referring to Almaviva and our partnership,
Yes.
I think it was an important point in time in the history really of Chile, because Almaviva was the first non-Bordeaux wine to be distributed by the negociants. It took and it helped take Chile to a different stage, to a different level, to a recognition of a world-class producer, not just value for money, but of the highest quality, and obviously of relevant pricing. And I think that was a very important point in time for Chile, and it has allowed others to also show themselves and distribute in that platform, in the fine wine segment, which is so important for us because we believe, world-class producers.
Thank you, Christian. The last question I have for you is how large is Asian market, or maybe more specific, like China and Hong Kong market to Concha Toro?
Well, it's very important. Conchitoro has just recently taken the decision to form a specific zone dedicated to Asia, which I am heading from Chile after 10 years in the UK. I want to live in Chile. And Andrés Ballesteros, which is our top man here in Asia, has been here for 8 years, knows Asia, the Asian markets very, very well, and now will have more resources to invest in the market, to be closer to the market, and to have a team dedicated here to work with our partners in the region. We sell just over 1 million cases, but more importantly, we are selling more and more our fine wines and our premium wines. So that is the future, the bright future we see for Asia, and we're going to be very dedicated to the markets.
And I understand you're the CEO for Asia. Will you be based in Asia or based back to Chile?
Now, as I said, I lived 10 years abroad. I have a 14-year-old daughter. I want her to stay in Chile, to have her roots. I will be traveling extensively. I think every 2 months I will be around here, but I will be living in my house in Chile for the time being.
Oh,
yes, for the time being at least. Yes.
Right. Thank you, Christian. This is Vinexpo Hong Kong 2010 Asia Pacific, and next to me is Christian from Concha Toro. Thank you.
Thank you. A pleasure always, Tommy.
Thank you.